What are you doing out here, old man, all unarmed like this? What are you doing out here, old man, all unarmed like this? In a war zone? I've forgotten what we're fighting for after all these years. After all, if the reason for existence is to define our own purpose through the best use of our individual talents, then we must strive to be infinite. Be careful out there. Duck for cover. Yes, still fighting to secure the free world from terror. And defend it from the Antichrist. The robots taking over. Those robot bastards won't get me.
To teleport to this other dimension. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's another dimension in parallel universe, gateway of space. It's a Paisley journey through infinity and alternate reality. Transport yourself. Realize spiritual potential infinity.
Yeah, spiritual like infinity, like creative potential, infinite creative potential, huh? Like what are people really creatively ultimately getting to, I guess?
Just depends on what idea to focus on.
Like,
Everyone has
And here you are. What a waste. To see your face blown off like that. It's the kind of thing that makes me want to give up on humanity. But you've got to keep fighting. God. Always have to look out for those snipers. Drop your weapon or I'll shoot. What side are you on over there?
Death to the Antichrist! Death to the Antichrist, I say!
Death to the infidels! Death!
Surrender! That'll be the gun in me!
I'm not here to harm you, though. Listen. What do you want? How do I know I can trust you after I drop my weapon? Even though you have...
I'm a scavenger. I'm suffering from some sort of amnesia. Oh, partial identity crisis, I tell ya. Just want to ask you some questions where I can't remember what we're fighting about. Or you don't even know if you're on the same side as me.
Well, it depends on if you're Christian or if you're infidel or part of the Antichrist.
It has nothing to do with that. I'm just trying to survive. And you see, I woke up from a concussion one day and everyone was fighting each other and I'm still trying to remember why.
Well, doesn't matter anymore, as long as we don't kill each other, right?
How do we learn to trust each other again?
It was a nuclear apocalypse, son.
I said drop your weapon.
Oh, yeah. You really don't remember anything, do you? I swear, kids. The First World War III started between the Antichrist and the infidels. And do you believe in God?
Well, I'll say what that has anything to do with it.
It has everything to do with it. And so many wars are fought on the false flags of religious allegiance.
Well, I believe in a religion that doesn't encourage people to kill each other over the differences of opinion on materialistic gain.
Then why do you have a gun pointed at me?
It's paranoia, for my safety.
Well, that's one thing. I guess I can understand.
That's for my own protection, you know that.
Yeah, well, guilt is the ultimate weapon in this world has become like a downward spiral of bad karma, and it's getting more and more out of control every day. I swear, man can't even survive on the scroungers in a cave.
The prophets say the black hole's going to open up and destroy the world. Sooner or later, aliens are going to come back and all the gods are going to take over more powerful than us combined. And then put us in our place with our nuclear power before we start fighting these petty wars between ourselves. With that still no excuse to shoot each other either way, wouldn't you say?
All right, son. I dropped my gun. Just trust me. We're on the same side. I'm gonna hit your trigger finger.
Hey, don't worry. I reckon it's all been an interesting, fascinating, most fascinating conversation I've had all day.
I guess you're right. But I'm taking a great risk on you. Do you believe in peace, son? How do I know you're not just being nice to me now, so you can trick me later?
I believe in peace, and it takes more faith and hope for that. And hope is hard to find these days, so I understand. Please trust me. If you drop a weapon, I'll drop mine. Better yet, I'll take off my helmet and show you who I really am, my true face. I mean, what does a man have to do to other than another man's trust these days, huh?
Drop your weapon would be a good start.
Let me show you something. Mate, look. People have been picking on me because of my red hair for years. Are you going to be one of them?
No, son, I don't judge by appearance. I'm not ignorant or racist.
Well then, we must be on the same side, right?
I reckon. Well, what did you do before all this? Before the conflagration?
Was like I said before, I can't remember it. But I know if I could just put down my guns, all I really want to is a nice peaceful life where I can focus on perfecting my art.
You're an artist, eh? Oh, good luck with that. Good luck with finding a peaceful place. Always just wanted to be somewhere you could focus on your art. We all have dreams, you know. This is ludicrous. Give me my gun back.
Okay, here you go, old man. Be careful with that. I would. Or, please tell me more about how World War III started, though.
Oh, yeah, an armed one. Well, you must have been hit pretty hard by an amnesia beam or something. Well, well, you really don't remember, do you? Wow, what had happened to you out there? I feel sorry for you. It's amazing you survived this long. I remember the Dark Ages long ago when these lands were ruled by the ruthless swords of the Arabian gypsy clans. And we evolved. We came up with more smarter, more scientific ways to destroy ourselves, from the atom bomb to the laser gun. And the prophets say that the aliens will return and help us, as we resemble their DNA, as those secrets that the governments have kept from us for years. We'll possibly evolve from other races. Well, who's to say? To speculate is heresy, but to say they could prove any other way is hypocrisy. So they believed that God was on their side, but we believed we were right, and arrogant labels like Antichrist and Infidels just added more fuel to the fire that divides humanity. It caused us to fight towards the brink of insanity. Deep down on the purest of hearts we knew that God was not violent. So what are we fighting for? The truth, God wouldn't want us to fight or destroy ourselves over religion or anything else. The true God would feel like we're children learning to help ourselves. Like anyone who fights in the name of religion is missing the point of peaceful coexistence in the first place. And forgiveness, you know? Unfortunately, we had to defend ourselves and realize that pacifists are not enough in the face of true evil and violence. Good and God got confused in shades of grey, and paranoia escalates into insanity, where people reached out of fear and reacted out of fear and emotion instead of logic, even though everyone who ate the more forbidden fruit of science and logic were just left empty with spiritual hunger. That's the reference to philosophy. The rest is history and a matter of opinion, really. It's a matter of when something changes. Unfortunately, that's the only thing you depend on is change. No matter how many times we repeat the cycle of violence and self-destruction, why don't we learn from our mistakes? Some never learn in history. It goes on and on, and cycles of existence repeat themselves over and over again. We destroy ourselves and then inevitably try to organize the chaos in some sort of utterly futile manner, just for it to go back to chaos inevitably again. After all of my years and my wisdom, I've just realized that I don't even have the right to judge what's your name, son, anyway. My name? Wait, I'm also protector of ancient wisdom.
It must have read your mind. Sorry, I'm Valiance. I mean, it just happens sometimes. My name's Valiance, and it must be difficult to make decisions without judgment. Well, who, might I ask, are you?
I just told you, I'm also the protector of ancient wisdom. I swear, doesn't anyone listen to me as well? I know these caves better than anyone.
Also, why don't you come with me on my quest to find a cool place?
Oh, I'm getting too old for adventures. I belong here with the stability of the rocks in this cave. I must hide away from the robotic army.
But you'll never change, just like the rocks. Think about it, old man. Now that you've been discovered, how will you hide?
I'll make do like I always have. Please, leave me alone, son.
If that is your wish, old man, even though I, worries that there will be nobody here to take care of you.
I studied them.
Who isn't a government even or
Don't worry about me, son. I'm happy here. Having flashbacks to another time, another place, an easier or more primitive race, different ways to expand your mind. A time of history I wished I had lived through instead of this time. I'm having a flashback. So, quite enjoyable. Just staying here in my own cave, in my own life. They would just leave me alone. I'll come back here with more supplies later. Promise you, old man. I'll come back here with more supplies later. Promise you, old man. I won't forget you didn't shoot me. I'll never forget that. Yes, son. Just get far away from here and leave me be. Please tell nobody of my existence. Nobody at all. So I can crawl back to my anonymous caves.
But there's so much to be learned from you, old man.
Well, if you return with food or rations, I suppose I will enlighten you. It's my duty. With more metaphysical, philosophical truth, I can only repay you in knowledge, since knowledge is power, if you wish.
Yes, also, I will return when the sky is not cloudy anymore. And I will find help and reinforcements for us all. Promise you that.
Remember, you have to believe in magic in order for it to really work. Good luck on your journey, Mystic One.
It was just in